Okay, so good morning once again. Today is a Monday, and it's been a long time since we haven't had a lecture on a Monday, which is amazing, isn't it? So, today is June 22nd. Oh my gosh, you guys. 1 week left. Am I right? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, I don't know. On Tuesday next week is the last day of June. And what does that mean? That means we're officially entering the second half of 2026. We're already halfway through 2026. And you guys know, Filipinos know, pagtungtong ng Burr months is gonna skyrocket. Parang magpa-fast forward talaga ang mga araw to 2027. Tama ba? Ganon kabilis. Kaya naman wag natin sinasayang yung oras at yung efforts nyo. Kung lock-in sa training, sa IELTS review, lock-in dapat. Hmm, sakto sa mga kakapasok lang sa ating session. Parang para sa inyo to talaga, no? What I mean is, you enrolled for your IELTS review knowing that you have a 1 year review validity. Sa kakaisip niyo, ay, 1 year pa yan. Okay, I will chill, I will take my time, hindi ko aapurahin at hindi ako masyadong magpo-focus. Siguro, focus ako ng ilang days and then after a week, hayahay muna ako. Or, ay, oh my gosh, ang dami kong ginagawa sa life nowadays. So, parang hindi ko yata kayang tutukan tong IELTS. Ganyan ang mentality natin. But the thing is, I want to correct you on that. Why? Because I have seen a lot of candidates, a lot of students at 9.09er, sisimulan nila and then mawawala sa momentum, restart again. Although hindi naman masasayang kasi somehow you invested knowledge, time, effort, at nandun pa rin naman, pero ang hirap ng nagsisimula ng paulit-ulit. Kasi every time your momentum is broken, nawawalan ka ng gana. Nawawala ka sa focus. Hindi na ganun ka strong yung momentum once it's broken. That's why, in order for you to sustain it, you have to be consistent. Okay? Kasi in a blink of an eye, 2026 is finally over. Yung inaantay nating plot twist sa kakahintay, hindi na siya nangyayari because we keep prolonging the review na dapat, ideally, it will just take you 3 to 4 months. Kung nagtuloy-tuloy ka, nasaan ka na kaya ngayon? Right? Okay, that's why I would like to share this really good quotation that I read. Listen, success is not built on talent alone, but on consistency, discipline, and the courage to keep going even when progress feels slow. Let me type it. Okay, save this. Let me repeat it. Success is not built with talent alone, but on consistency, discipline, and the courage to keep going. The courage to keep going even when progress feels slow. I did capitalize the last three words because I feel like everyone is on that stage or everyone has been on that stage. Probably nandun ka ngayon. Or probably nalagpasan mo siya. But in your IELTS journey, pagdadaanan mo talaga yung tinatawag na progress feels slow. And let me tell you the good news, it's normal. It's normal to feel like nothing is improving, nothing is changing sa umpisa. But that's when most people feel like quitting. Kapag nag-effort ka naman, inaaral mo naman, pinapakinggan mo naman yung mga lectures ni Sir Kevin, ni Ma'am Shannon, masipag ka naman manood ng other online resources, ginagawa mo naman yung mga mock test mo, ma-attend ka naman ng coaching, but it just feels like it's not enough. Sino nakaka-relate? Yeah, it's okay. You can admit the fact that progress feels slow. Melody, nag-thumbs up naman, kakasimula mo lang, girl. Are you serious right now? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yes, I understand though. The thing here is, I appreciate your feedback. Ikaw lang yung naglakas loob na mag-thumbs up, no? We feel like nothing is happening because that's how it's programmed to be. Whenever we start something new, whenever we try to build something new from scratch, I mean, not from scratch, because you guys do have a foundation of English. We're in the Philippines. We're not in any other Southeast Asian country. Diba? Ang sabi ko last time, unlike South Koreans, unlike Vietnamese, Singaporeans, and other Southeast Asian countries, Filipinos are actually more blessed because we have more exposure to the English medium. So dapat, medyo pakita natin na mas magaling tayo, di ba? Okay, progress feels slow. Even when you're doing things right. It happens. It's normal. But it doesn't mean when you're not seeing results, you give up easily. You are 2 to 3 weeks away from hitting your target score, but you decided you want to stop. Lagi na lang negative yung feedback ni Ma'am Shannon. Hindi naman nag-i-improve yung speaking ko. Baka naman kasi hindi mo sinusunod yung advice ko, which is incorporate English in your daily life, at least 30 minutes of practicing speaking a day. Okay? Build that habit up. How? If you started practicing speaking English 30 minutes a day for a week, you will get accustomed to it. If it takes you longer, sige, i-stretch natin ng 2 weeks. But after 2 weeks, you add 15 more minutes to that. And if you feel like 15 minutes is too much because you have a busy schedule, then just add 5. Doesn't have to be difficult. You just have to take baby steps, okay? Because when something is difficult, it gets intimidating, okay? Sige, wag ka munang mag-mock test. If you feel like mock test is intimidating, because really, it is intimidating. In the first few mock tests that I took, I questioned myself. Kinwestiyon ko rin yung kakayahan ko kasi na-intimidate ako sa IELTS and I know where you're coming from because I've been there too. Huwag ka muna mag-mock test. Balik tayo sa basic. Okay, let's start with little steps I'm talking about students na nagsisimula sa mababang level, ha? Let's say you're a band 4 and your target is a band 6 or higher than that. I'm talking about you. Don't complicate things too much. Just allot little time every day, but make sure that you create a habit of it every day. Now, for those students who are already in the advanced level, just keep doing your mock tests, okay? Because ang gusto natin ma-achieve dito is sustainable growth in your English skills. Why sustainable? Sustainable means yung kaya mo siyang panindigan in the long run. Bakit ko naman ginamit yung word na sustainable? Kasi hello, after IELTS, what are you gonna do? You're gonna migrate to that country of your dreams. You're gonna work there, study there, whatever your agenda is. It's longevity we're talking about. Because you're still gonna be speaking English, you're still gonna be using English sa ibang bansa. So you have to sustain your progress, right? And kapag kasi sobrang mahirap yung mga tasks, students easily give up. Ayoko nang gawin yung mock test, ayoko na magpa-coaching, nakaka-intimidate, nakakahiya, nadjudge ako. That's why, if you don't feel like those activities are fit for you at your current level, let's take baby steps. Okay? Now, hindi ka kulang sa motivation, hindi ka kulang sa discipline, hindi ka kulang sa pagpapaalala. Ang kulang sa'yo ay structure. Okay? You need to plan out a strategy on how to achieve your band score. It's just like when I'm trying to lose weight and I'm trying to achieve body goals. Kailangan may structure ako. If I don't follow a structure, if I don't track the digits, it's really important that you track. Let's say, okay, sa week na to, I got a band 5 sa listening, band 4.5 sa reading, band 5 sa speaking, band 4 sa writing. Na-track mo siya. Sulat mo ngayon. Okay, what should I do in order for me to level up in my band score? Kung ano yung mga key areas na kailangan mong improve, syempre magpapa-coaching ka kay Coach Shannon tsaka kay Coach Kevin para ma-identify mo ano yung weaknesses mo and ano yung strengths mo. Now, when you identify your weaknesses, then you know anong areas ang focusan mo. Sasabihin ko naman yan sa'yo eh. Ang kulang sa'yo, confidence. Or probably, you need to work on your grammar, specifically prepositions, articles, verb tenses. So, ano gagawin mo? Aral ka about it, attend ka ng mga sessions, lectures about it. Sipagan mo pa sa coaching. Kung dati, once a month ka nagpapa-coach, gawin mong once a week, di ba? Structure. We need a structure. Because if you don't have a structure and you don't track your records, how would you know that you're actually improving? Okay? Huwag mong puwersahin yung mga numbers because it will happen. It will happen na tataas yan. Naaangat yung scores mo. But it takes time. Okay? So, nagsimula ako, I know my level. I'm an advanced speaker in English. Pero na-intimidate ako sa IELTS because in the beginning, I was only getting 5, 5.5 sa mga mock test ko. Yes. I was getting 5, 5.5 sa mga mock test ko because IELTS is not a simple assessment test. It's actually the top 1 English proficiency assessment test in the world. And it's expected to have standards na talagang itetest yung husay mo sa 4 na areas na yon. That's why talent alone didn't make me reach an 8.5 in IELTS. It was consistency practicing and learning, attending sessions. Yes, umattend ako ng coaching sessions si Sir Kevin. Umattend ako ng lectures niya. Ulit-ulit kong pinapanood yung mga replay videos niya. After 2 years, I can proudly say that I've improved. 10 years ng coach ng IELTS si Sir Kevin, 2 years na akong coach ng IELTS. Pero kung I don't study and I don't practice consistently, I won't reach this level. Okay? Maniwala man kayo o hindi, hanggang ngayon, nag-aaral pa rin ako ng IELTS. Even I'm at this level. Every week, I am refreshing my mind about the new updates in IELTS. Because I can't give what I don't have. Hindi ko ba ituturo ng maayos kung hindi ko alam myself. And I need to be updated with new upgrades sa IELTS. At yes, may mga upgrades siya. Okay? So today, ang lecture natin ay Grammar 1. Very basic to, pero sabi ko nga, it's important for us to start somewhere. Okay? Wait, replyan ko lang tong si Ryan. Ryan, nandito ka na, di ba? You got in? Late ako mag-reply, guys. I don't really check my phone when I'm talking. Okie dokie. There's going to be a lot of practical exercises here in today's lecture, so please listen. If you have any questions, raise your hands, drop a question here in our chat thread. I'll check it whenever I have time. Okay. We're going to talk about nouns, the types of nouns, and we're going to talk about verbals and the type of verbals. Okay? Yun yung grammar 1 natin ngayon. So, magpo-focus lang tayo sa mga basic and simple lessons, and then we will progress into more difficult ones when we reach up to grammar 5 lecture. And eventually, grammar for IELTS, it's a little bit on the advanced level, kaya idudulo natin yun, okay? So, this is so basic, guys. A noun is a word that names a person, a place, thing, or idea. We all know this. But then when we get into the more intricate ones, please listen carefully. Okay, when we say person, we're pertaining to me. I'm a person. I'm a noun. A place, 9.09er English Review Center, Kabanatuan Branch. Thing, yellow book, orange book, the one that you need for your IELTS. An idea. Yes, an idea is also a noun. Loyalty, hope, faith, freedom, love, happiness. They are intangible, meaning you can't physically touch ideas, but they function as nouns, okay? Now we have what you call countable nouns from the name, common nouns. When we talk about common nouns, these are general names, okay? I want you to focus on the word general. General is the opposite of specific, okay? Pag sinabi nating general, park, beach, church. Once it becomes specific, it has a name for it. Rizal Park. That's when it becomes specific. We're going to talk about that later. Okay, so for people we have mother, child, student, me, I'm a coach. So if you were to pertain to me as a noun, you can call me coach, okay? But if you're going to specify it, Coach Shannon S. Tino with my name on it, all right? Same with objects, brush, fruit, flower, ideas, love, respect, pride. Very simple. Common nouns are general names. Meaning, hindi siya proper noun. Okay, that's why we're gonna do a quick exercise now. Identify the common nouns in the sentences, and I need your participation. So let's call on. That's not what I was meant to do. Okay. Okay, there. All right, you can unmute your microphones. Number one, let's start with Angela. Find the common nouns in sentence number one.
Teacher.
Okay, can you find another one? Homework, right?
Homework.
Okay,
Yeah.
pero yun yung pinaka-hinahanap natin, teacher. Yes, that's right. How about you, Cha? Okay, how about Angelo? Angelo. Kanina si Angela, ngayon naman si Angelo.
Hello, ma'am. Are
Yes,
we
number two.
number two? Park po.
Okay, thank you. Angelo, are you a new student?
Yes po, ma'am.
Welcome to the Zoom session.
Thank you po.
Okay, Melody. Number three.
Friend.
Okay, very good. Miles, number five.
A new dress po.
Okay. That's right. Paul for number six.
Hello?
Yes, Paul. Are you also a new student?
No, I'm married to my wife, Angela.
Si John Paul pala.
Yes,
Kasi
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
walang John na nakalagay eh. I'm sorry.
What number,
Okay.
ma'am?
Number six.
Water? Number six, water?
Okay. We have Raynalyn next. Okay, number seven. Okay, how about Rhea? Are they
Ma'am, ano number na po?
seven?
7. Dog.
Okay, perfect. And then we have, nice to have you back, Rhea. Ryan. Ryan, can you answer number eight? I read an interesting book last night. Anybody else who would like to answer? Valerie?
Book.
Okay, perfect. Number nine, Zyro. Okay, we ate lunch in a small restaurant. We all agree that the common noun here is restaurant, right? And number 10, the student answered all the questions correctly. And the common noun is student. All right. Now we're going to talk about each of these. First, I'll present the answers. Teacher, homework, park, house, friend, dress, party, city, morning, water, dog, tree, book, night, lunch, restaurant, student, questions. Okay. Isa lang sa mga per sentence ang bibigyan natin ng proper noun. Okay? Because we all know that proper nouns are the opposite of common nouns. We will actually talk about this later. Pero, identify muna natin. The teacher gave us homework yesterday. If we were going to give the counterpart of the common noun teacher, we're gonna add teacher Shannon, okay? In that case, you can actually capitalize T And of course, my name, Shannon, okay? Now, I visited a park near my house. Let's focus on the word park. I visited Times Square Park. Ano name ng park sa New York, yung very big park? I forgot. Okay, Rizal Park na lang. Okay? I visited Rizal Park near my house. Okay? Definitely Rizal, R is going to be capitalized, and the word P, the letter P sa park. Because when they're put together, you should consider them as a whole proper noun. Okay, my friend likes to play football. If I were to mention my friend's name, my friend or Anna likes to play football. Okay? My friend, comma, Anna, comma, likes to play football. To visualize it, I'm going to type it for you guys. Okay. There you go. She bought a new dress for the party. Now, if we are going to provide a proper noun for the word dress, we're going to associate it with a brand, okay? So, pwedeng Hermes dress, gown, dress, whatever, or any brand, Louis Vuitton or Gucci. She bought a new Gucci dress for the party, okay? The city is very crowded in the morning. City. New York City. The word new and the word city, these two words can actually function as a common noun if used separately in different contexts, right? But if you were to put them together, because New York City is the capital city, is a city, so you have to make sure that you capitalize C in this case, okay? I drank a glass of water after running. If you were to mention the brand of the water bottle, I drank a glass of Evian. Napakasosyal naman ng water mo. Okay. The dog is sleeping under the tree. Beethoven is sleeping under the tree. Beethoven is the name of the dog. Have you watched that movie? Medyo old na yon, pero mga 90s kids dyan, alam niyo yan. Okay. I read an interesting book last night. I read Atomic Habits last night. Atomic Habits is the title of the book. So definitely, I need to capitalize that to make it a proper noun. We ate lunch in a small restaurant. Let's focus on the word restaurant. We ate lunch at Italiani's. It's a restaurant, okay? Hindi na gagamitin yung preposition in a small because we're not talking about enclosed area. We're just talking about the place itself at Italiani's, okay? The student answered all the questions correctly. If we were to use a proper noun, let's say her name is Anastasia. Anastasia answered all the questions correctly. Okay, do you understand now why these are all considered common nouns? It's clear, right? So now we're going to talk about the counterpart of common nouns, which is proper nouns. Okay, if common nouns are general names for people, places, objects, events, and ideas, on the other hand, we have proper nouns, which are specific names for these nouns. Okay, so we have, for people, your name is a proper noun. Okay? Sino na ba yung mga nandito? We have 11 participants as of now. Ryan Valentine is a proper noun. Okay, so we have also John Smith, Mary, Jeremy Lynn, whether it's just your first name, middle name, last name, surname. Those are all proper nouns, okay? Places, we have Boracay Island, New York or New York City, park place, or objects like food or any brand, those are proper nouns, okay? I want some potato chips. What kind of potato chips would you like? Pringles, Lay's, Ruffles. Those are proper nouns. But if I were to just say potato chips, that's just a common noun. Pero wait lang, meron bang brand na potato chips mismo yung name sa Philippines? Kasi parang meron ano. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about, right? I want some cookies. All right, would you like some would you like some Oreo cookies? Or Chips Ahoy? Diba? Yun yung mga brands eh. All right, I don't know what a Sharpie is. I think it's a brand of a pen. But alam niyo naman yung Mongol. It's a brand of a pencil. So we have Faber-Castell, Mongol pencil. I don't know the other brands of pencils. Sige, pag-usapan na lang natin yung mga pens since mas marami akong alam na brand ng pen. So we have Parker pen. Di ba yun yung mamahaling pen? Parker pen. Or Geltec. Geltec? G-Tech pala. G-Tech. G-Tech. Di ba yun yung uso nung high school? Ano na ba yung mga uso ngayong pens, Valerie? Si Valerie kasi Gen Z to eh. Panda? I don't know the brand Panda. Pilot! Yes, Pilot. Pilot. Tama. Oh, napagkahalataan yung mga age natin dito, no? Yung mga gumamit ng Pilot pencils. Pens pala, I mean. Okay, so for events naman, we have Christmas, Valentine's, Halloween, Easter Sunday, Thanksgiving Day. Yes, Thanksgiving Day. Nakakapitalize yan, ha? Pati yung day, right? It's a holiday. Okay. Ano pa ba yung mga holidays? National Heroes Day. Big events and the holidays are proper nouns. And one thing that you have to remember about proper nouns is they are always capitalized. Okay? Kaya naman, tingnan natin kung matetest natin ng inyong brain cells this morning. Yan, okay? What kind of laptop do you own? I have a MacBook. Okay, tatanungin niyo ako, Ma'am, paano yun? iPhone. Bakit ganun yung spelling ng iPhone? Lowercase I, uppercase P, di ba? iMac, iPods, iPad. In this case, it's because of the branding. So, alam nyo ba na yung Samsung inverted letter V ang kanyang A sa Sam? Diba? Inverted siya. S, tapos may V, Samsung. It's because of the branding. And when the branding is requiring you to spell it a certain way, that's when capitalization rules don't apply. Got it? Isolated case lang yun, guys. Hayaan natin sila sa branding nila. Pero pag nasa simula siya ng sentence, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin letter I na small. iPhones are the best smartphones in this era. Okay? Pag ganitong case, hindi mo naman pwedeng gawin yan. Siyempre, capital pa rin kasi nasa first letter, first word, first letter basis tayo, okay? But if it's in the middle of the sentence or at the last part of the sentence, definitely susundin pa rin natin yung gusto ng brand, which is lowercase I, uppercase P. Okay? All right, let's do this exercise. Identify the proper nouns in the sentences. It's very easy this time. Kasi sabi ko nga, one way for you to find out is capitalized ang words. Dong A Fine Tech. It's my first time hearing that. Gusto ko i-search. Is it a good brand, Valerie?
Yes po. Para po siyang yung GTech.
Yeah. I actually used to have one of these when I was like in high school. Pero mas mura ba to kaysa sa GTech? Kasi GTech is expensive eh.
Nasa 29 pesos po siya.
Oh yeah, it's like a dupe. I'm not saying that it's local or what I'm saying is GTech kasi is when I was in high school, nasa 50 plus pesos siya isa. So, sa panahon ngayon, I don't know kung magkano pero for sure mas mahal na 'yon. So kung ang Dong A ay nasa 29, it's like a sign pen but lower cost. Parang mas cheaper siya kaysa sa GTech, right? Okay, the GTech pen is now currently at 77 pesos per piece. Wow. Wow. When I was in high school, it was only 50 pesos. 27 pesos na yung inangat. Well, why would I be skeptical about that? Ang tagal na din nun. I'm not gonna tell you guys when was that. Para hindi nyo malaman yung age ko. But anyways, let's proceed. Number 1, during the United Nations Climate Change Conference, delegates from Norway and New Zealand discussed renewable energy policies. Okay, so let's call on names. We have Angela again. What are the proper nouns identified in number 1?
United Nations Climate Change Conference, Norway and New Zealand.
Perfect! Napakagaling talaga ni Angela. Next, we have Angelo. Angelo, number 2. Are you there? After reading Pride and Prejudice, Sophia wrote an essay comparing it with Jane Eyre. Okay? Pride and Prejudice is title of a book. It's a book, right? It's a novel? Yeah, it's a novel by Jane Austen. Sophia is the name of a person. It's a proper noun. And we also have Jane Eyre or Eyre. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but whatever, right? Now we have Melody. Can you please tell me what are the proper nouns on number 3?
The documentary about the Apollo, the second po ba yun, ma'am?
Yep.
2. Apollo the second moon landing featured interviews with relatives of Neil Armstrong. So Apollo the second moon landing,
Okay.
and then Neil Armstrong.
Perfect. Thank you, Melody. Now we have Miles. Miles?
Harvard University po and Massachusetts General Hospital.
Yes. Thank you for completing it. And we have Paul for number 5.
Okay. Southeast Asia, Ethan, and Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam.
Yes. Southeast Asia, obviously, kasi mga capital, no? And then it's part of the continent, and then it's not one of the continents. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's part of the continent, which is the area wherein we are at. We are part of Southeast Asia. And then we have these countries, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, and of course, Ethan. Right. And it doesn't end there. We actually have 6 to 10 pa. So, Raynalyn for number 6, please. Hello, Ryan? Are you there? Ay, Reynalyn pala, Reynalyn. So, the painting The Starry Night is one of the most famous works created by Vincent van Gogh. Capitalized letter V, ito. Okay, Savan. And then we have The Starry Night. As we all know, if articles, determiners are part of a title, you capitalize it as well. So, kasama yung the sa title ng painting niya, name ng painting niya, okay? So, we all know Vincent van Gogh is a popular artist. All right, number 7, representatives from Toyota Motor Corporation, Tesla Incorporation, and Ford Motor Company attended the summit. Okay, how about you, Rhea? What are the proper nouns on number 7?
Queen Elizabeth, ma'am. Oh, Elizabeth, Commonwealth.
I'm sorry? We're on number 7.
I7, ma'am, Toyota, Tesla, Ford Motor. Ford, ma'am.
Company.
Toyota, Tesla, and Ford.
Thank you, Rhea. Gusto ko yung pag-pronounce mo ng Toyota.
Oh, ganun, ma'am.
Okay, so we have Toyota Motor Corporation, Tesla Incorporated, and then we have Ford Motor Company. Number 8, let me call on... Sino na ba yung next? Nalilito na ako. How about you, Ryan? Number 8. Number 8. In her speech, Queen Elizabeth II referenced the challenges faced by the Commonwealth of Nations.
So, ma'am, number 8, Queen Elizabeth
The
and
second.
Nations. Nations po.
Commonwealth of Nations, okay?
Mm.
It's the name of an organization, I believe. Or whatever. Okay, number 9, Valerie.
New York Times and COVID-19 pandemic.
Okay, kasali po yung letter, yung the, okay? The New York Times. Because it's the name of the newspaper company. Right? Okay, and number 10, the last one. During the French Revolution, students of Paris witnessed major political and social changes. Okay, how about you, Zyro? Number 10. French Revolution. Because it becomes a proper noun because it's a movement. And it's historical and it's a name of the revolution. And then of course we have the name of the city, Paris. So yan, i-double check natin ng answers natin. Yes, tama naman lahat. Tama ba? Okay, don't worry. Magbibigay naman din ako ng copy. Okay, now we're gonna go and talk about countable nouns. What are the different countable nouns? What are the different non-countable nouns? This is where it gets a little more confusing, but it's okay. We're progressing, okay? So countable nouns, from the name itself, countable, we have the suffix able, which means capable of, right? It can be counted. So we have words, and they take singular or plural form. Pwedeng singular, pwedeng plural. So apple, apples, orange, oranges, banana, bananas, egg, eggs, carrot, carrots, donut, donuts. Okay? It's that simple. As long as you can count it, as long as you can logically give me a number of it, it's a countable noun. No further explanation. It's that easy. Now it becomes a little more challenging because make sure that when you are encountering countable nouns, you can use either is or are, plural or singular form of the verb. Okay? This is really important. Kasi isa sa mga nagkakamali ang mga students, test takers, ay subject-verb agreement. Kapag hindi nag-agree yung verb mo sa subject mo, that's when you make errors. Okay? That's why, let's talk about concrete nouns this time. We have countable nouns and they can also fall into the category of concrete nouns. What is a concrete noun? A name for something you can physically see, hear, smell, touch, and taste. Anything that you can physically see with your five senses. What are your five senses? Talaga naman nagiging science lesson na rin talaga tong lecture natin, no? Our five senses are sense of sight, sense of hearing, sense of smelling, touching, and tasting. Right? All those five senses, as long as you can do that with the nouns, they are considered concrete nouns. Examples are pencils, apples, table, chair, soap. For example, this pencil is sharp. The pencils are sharp, right? The apples are sweet. The table is sturdy. The chair is small. Okay, chair is small. The chairs are broken, right? Are. So, concrete nouns, it means solid, concrete siya, okay? Soap smells good. Okay. Another under the category of countable nouns is what you call the collective nouns. Collective nouns are the name for groups of people or things. A choir of singers, a crew of sailors, an army of soldiers. Ngayon, this is where it gets tricky. Kasi ano ba yung i-consider mo when you're trying to choose between using a singular or a plural verb? Kasi a choir ba or singers? What's the rule in the English language? In English grammar? Kapag nagsimula siya sa collective noun, it takes singular form of verb. A crew of sailors have begun, has or have. A crew of sailors has or have begun the voyage. Ano sa tingin niyo? A crew has begun. Dito tayo magfo-focus sa start. Hindi dito sa last word. Okay? Yon. All right. Let's test your knowledge. Choose the correct answer. The students is or are preparing for their final presentation. Okay. Let's start with Angela again.
The students are preparing for their final presentation.
Yes, exactly. That's correct. Students is in plural form. That's why we use are, right? Okay. Number 2, Angelo, are you there? Okay, Melody, number 2.
A book lies on the teacher's desk.
Okay. Kung mapapansin nyo, lies ang tamang sagot. when your subject is in plural form or the noun is in plural form, may S. Pag ang noun nyo ay singular form, walang S. Baliktad naman ang concept pagdating sa verb. A book lies on the teacher's desk. Anna loves her mom. Sa ganong case, Anna is singular, a book is singular, lalagyan natin ng S si verb. A book lies on the teacher's desk. Anna loves her mom with an S. Okay? Next we have Miles. The third example over here.
Several children plays in the park every afternoon.
Several children play in the park every afternoon. So your answer is play. Right?
Plays po.
Are you sure with plays? Why plays? Anybody else? Sino gustong... Oh, Melody.
Children is plural, so it should be play.
Play. Okay. Do you guys agree with Melody? Okay. Sinadya ko talagang ilagay yung sentence na yan because gusto ko kayong lituhin. Alright? Tama si Melody. Several is also a quantifier, which means more than one. And children is also a plural verb, noun I mean. Pero kasi si children, ibang case siya. Hindi, plural noun siya, okay? Pero nakakalito kasi wala siyang S. Kaya akala ni, pangalan niya, Miles, si Miles ba yun kanina? Akala niya, porket walang S, ay, okay, place ang tamang sagot. Pero ang concept natin, naka-plural ba or naka-singular ba si subject? Doon ka palang magde-decide kung plural or singular ang gagamitin mong verb. Okay, so ang tamang sagot ay play. Several children play in the park every afternoon. Okay, maganda yan. May mga pampalito tayo. Next, we have Paul for number 4.
The car need regular maintenance to run efficiently. The cars need.
Okay. Plural and plural form. Tama. The cars need regular maintenance to run efficiently. Okay, very good. Next, we have Reina Lynn. Are you there, Reina? Nakatulog yata si Reina. Okay, how about Rhea? One of the teachers has or have volunteered to organize the event.
Ano mama ko number again? One of the teachers have volunteered to organize the event.
One of the teachers, your answer is what? Has or have?
Have?
Have daw yung sagot. Tama ba?
No, a teacher with S. So, have.
Okay, ang sagot ni Rhea is have. Do you guys agree with her answer?
No.
Sino yung
No
sumagot ng
po.
no? Parang nagagalit yata. Charot. I'm just kidding. Okay. Explain it. Parang papalitan na ako nitong si Melody sa lecture na to eh. Sige, go.
Hindi naman, ma'am.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
There is one of the teachers. So it is singular.
Halatang nakikinig talaga siya sa explanations ko kanina, no? Perfect. Okay. So, meron tayong quantifier. So, hindi natin, i-disregard natin to. Kasi pampalito yan eh. Okay? Focus tayo sa quantifier na one of the teachers. So, ang tamang sagot natin dito ay has. One of the teachers has volunteered to organize the event. Okay. Very good. Next we have Ryan. Can you answer? Natatakot na tuloy sila sa'yo, Melody. Ayaw na daw nila sumagot. I'm just kidding. All right. The apples was or were fresh when we bought them yesterday. Your internet connection is unstable. Converge, bakit naman? Okay, so, Ryan, what's your answer?
The
Apples.
apples, the apples were fresh when we bought them yesterday.
Sana all fresh. Yung apples lang pala yung fresh. Okay, Ryan, tama yung sagot mo. Apples is in plural form, so gagamitin natin yung were. Oh, talagang sinadya kong iba-ibang verbs ang gamitin para, alam niyo yun, wala kayong pattern na susundan. Okay, next. Every employee receives a performance review each year. Ay, sana all talaga. Nakaka-receive ba kayo ng performance review or performance incentive? Sa company namin na isa, nakaka-receive kami. Monthly. Dito sa 9.09 or parang Sir Flower. I'm just kidding. Okay, guys. Focus. Every employee, mayroon na naman tayong quantifier dito sa umpisa na nakakalito naman din talaga, no? Kala nyo simpleng nouns lang ang ating topic today, no? Pero bigla kayong na-challenge. Yan yung gusto ko, yung na-challenge talaga kayo para yung brain cells na activate. Valerie, what's your answer?
Saan na po ba? Sa dog?
Hindi, dito tayo sa every.
Every employee receives a performance review each year.
Okay. Tama ba ang sagot ni Valerie? Mukhang walang kumokontra, Valerie. Ibig sabihin, tama. Okay, meron tayong quantifier na every. Okay? Ang rule natin sa quantifier na every, it always functions as a singular. Okay? So, every employee receives a performance review each year. Okay? So, tama naman yung sagot ni Valerie. Next, we have Zyra, are you there? Or babalik tayo kay Angela? The dogs. Madali lang naman eh. The dogs bark. Whenever the mail carrier arrives. Okay? 2 boxes contain important documents. The girl enjoys. Okay, the girl enjoys reading mystery novels before bed. Okay. Any questions? Madali ba? Madali naman, right? Pero pagdating sa application na, kapag nasa writing na kayo, dun natin matetest talaga. Okay, Zyra, it's okay. Next time, palitan mo na yung mic mo, ha? Okay. Tama ba lahat? Okay, tama naman lahat ng sagot natin. All right, now let's move on to non-countable nouns. After non-countable nouns, we will go on a short break. Kanina pa ako inom ng water. Okay, so let's talk about non-countable nouns, which is the counterpart of countable nouns. This is when it gets a little more confusing, but we love challenges, don't we? So, words that take only a singular form. Pagdating sa non-countable nouns, mas madali nga to eh, actually. Kasi, it only takes a singular form. Meaning, hindi ka na makikipag-negotiate sa isip mo kung ang gagamitin mo bang verb ay singular or plural. Kasi nga, it only takes a singular form. Non-countable nouns is logically, you can't count them. Coffee. The granules of coffee. If you have the luxury of time to count them, sige. Pero coffee itself, it's a non-countable noun. The granules of coffee, that's countable because we're talking about granules. Okay? Sugar. Basically, anything that you can see in your pantry or anything that you can see in your kitchen, ingredients, non-countable nouns yan. Milk, oil, vinegar, soy sauce, oyster sauce, Worcestershire sauce. Di ba? Patis, fish sauce, paprika, pepper, salt, cayenne powder, curry powder, thyme. All those are non-countable nouns. Bread. Because the idea here is you can't consume them piece by piece. You measure them. Yung bread, ang countable form niya ay a slice of bread. Okay? But bread itself, it's a non-countable noun. Because ideally, bread takes many forms. Meron siyang small pieces, meron siyang loaves, meron siyang, technically you can't eat the whole thing unless it's a mini version, right? But then bread is under non-countable noun category, whether you like it or not, okay? Rice, condiments, anything in liquid form, anything that is measured. Ma'am, pwede naman, di ba? 1 cake, 2 cakes, 3 cakes. Yeah, but the idea here is you can't eat the whole thing. Sasabihin niyo, ma'am, di ba sa contest meron nung mini version? Kaya ko yun ubusin. Di wow. Sugar surplus ka na talaga. Calorie surplus ka na talaga within the day. No, hindi ko kayo pinapag-guilty. Pero what I'm trying to say is, you eat a cake as dessert. So it's supposed to be just a slice of cake. But you can't eat the whole thing. You can't say, I ate a cake. You can't eat the whole cake, okay? You can just say, I ate a slice of cake. I ate a pizza. No, you can't eat the whole pizza. It's too big. Calorie surplus. You can just eat a slice of pizza, a piece of pizza, right? Yun yung non-countable nouns. So we have under the non-countable noun category what you call abstract nouns. They have no physical existence, unlike yung counterpart ng countable nouns, concrete nouns. Concrete nouns pertain to things that have physical existence. Anything you can see, smell, touch, taste, feel, right? So, abstract nouns, they don't have physical existence. In short, they exist, but not in physical form, such as love, freedom, help, intelligence, and okay? But they exist, and they are nouns. That's why we call them abstract nouns. Okay? The idea is to abstract. Parang ganyan. Okay. Pwede rin maging non-countable noun si concrete noun, but only if they're in undivided sense, such as oil, sand, water, sugar, coffee. These are concrete nouns, but they are non-countable because they are in undivided sense. Okay? You can measure them, like an ounce of oil, a kilogram of sand, a gallon of water, a teaspoon of sugar, a half cup sugar. Grabe naman sa half cup sugar. Kung magtitimpla ng kape. But when you're baking it, normally you can put half cup sugar, right? Coffee, 16 ounces of coffee, something like that. Speaking of coffee, I'm a coffee enthusiast. Let's have a little mental break. Mental break. I mean, mind break, okay? How do you like your coffee? Yung question na yan, na-encounter na yan, yun na yung question na to. How do you like your coffee? Ibig sabihin, what's your go-to coffee order? What's your go-to coffee order? Is it an espresso, an iced Americano, an iced latte, Spanish latte, double shot of espresso? What is it? Sige, i-drop niyo sa akin yung, hindi naman sa ililibre ko kayo ng kape. Gusto ko lang malaman. What is your go-to coffee order? How do you like your coffee? Gusto ko lang ma-check if nakikinig pa ba kayo or yung mga hindi umiinom ng coffee dito, exempted kayo. But I wanna know. You can drop down your answers here on the chat thread, guys. Grabe! Ayan ba ang sikreto mo sa pagka-fresh mo, Melody? Kasi yan na din yung i-order ko all the time. I was saying kasi to Melody that she's so pretty. And when she was there at the coaching session last Thursday, I felt like she had minimal makeup pero yung face niya talaga, no? Face card does not decline at all. Okay, the others, you don't get coffee? Guys, hindi kayo umiinom ng kape?
Recently, ma'am, egg coffee sa Vietnam.
Egg coffee? Can you tell me more about that? I have not heard about egg coffee before.
Yung ano, yung basically ma'am yung parang brewed coffee, then yung egg parang isasama siya sa condensed milk. Tas ano, ano yun? Yung ang tawag doon, i-mix siya tapos parang hahaluin na parang
I-mix siya pero parang hahaluin, ano?
ano, hindi, water yung parang
Hindi naman kami
pagpo-foaming mo
masyadong
siya. Actually,
nalito doon.
pagfo-foaming siya, yan, gagawin siyang parang foam.
Oh my gosh! I'm
Tapos,
looking at it
on the top of that,
here.
ma'am, lalagyan siya ng parang choco powder milk. Yeah, like that, ma'am. Yes.
So, you top it on the iced Americano. Parang Americano yung base niya.
Yes,
Tama.
yes. Ice
Hey,
Americano
where do
din.
you order this? I want to try. I'm so curious.
Sa lahat ng ano, sa all the coffee na natatikman ko,
In
yan po sa Vietnam.
Cabanatuan.
Ano, ma'am, recently, last week, we've been in Vietnam. We've been to Vietnam with my family. Yeah.
Really? Sa Vietnam niyo
Opo.
siya na-try?
Yes po. Anywhere, ano, kahit saan sa Vietnam available ang egg coffee.
Kasi naman nung sinabi mo kahit saan, iniisip ko, sa Philippines? Because it's my first time hearing about it. Looks interesting,
Pwede siya
huh?
i-DIY eh. Patingin ko pwede siya i-DIY eh. Yung base niya parang ay ano Americano tapos mag-condense ng po tsaka mag-mix ng egg yolk. Yeah, yan.
I better
Tapos
check that out on YouTube
paano
for
yan
it.
ma'am? Ano ka nasa CalDef ka, pwede ba sa yung may condensed milk?
You know, guys, if you are on a calorie deficit, anything is permittable. You can
Okay.
eat anything, drink anything, but you have to log it into your calorie count. Yun lang yun. Do you want me guys to explain to you how calorie deficit works? We will do that
Napapanood sa
separately.
YouTube.
Sa Wednesday na lang kapag sa face-to-face lecture. Kasi right now, mamimix-mix yung ideas nyo eh. But thank you for that suggestion, John, ha? Hindi daw niya na-try. I heard that a lot of coffee enthusiasts go to Vietnam nowadays because apparently Vietnam has a lot of coffee shops. Yung mga aesthetic talaga, no? That's a pretty good suggestion. Thank you, thank you. Sana magkaroon na rin dito in the Philippines. Or maybe I should try making it on my own, right? So anyways, let's proceed with this para naman magka-break na tayo kasi I really want to have that 5-minute break. So we have substances such as leather, silver, metal, paper, wine, wood, air, meat, rice, coffee, bread, butter, water. These are substances and they're considered non-countable nouns. We have activities, sports, running, gardening, swimming, shopping, camping. These are nouns too. We're going to talk about them later. And we have subjects, non-countable to, meaning may S siya, may mathematics, physics, civics. May S man siya sa dulo, it's considered as non-countable noun. And of course, we have languages, Greek, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, English, name it, all the languages. These are all considered non-countable nouns. Now let's move on to the activity. Okay, may mga nag-check. Ooh, Angela sent a photo. Hindi pa rin tayo nakaka-move on sa Vietnamese egg coffee. It's a little slow, but ganun talaga sa Zoom. Whenever I try to like open an image that was sent, it's so slow. Oh my gosh. So probably later na lang siguro. It's because I'm sharing my screen and doing all sorts of things. So ayaw ni Zoom ng maraming kalikutan sa. Yeah. Okay, the information are available on the company's website. What is the answer? Information is our noun. So is. The information is available on the company's website. Furniture take up or takes up a lot of space in a small apartment. Furniture takes up. The equipment needs to be inspected before use. Advice helps people make. Advice helps people make better decisions. Plural kasi si people, okay? The research shows that regular exercise improves health. Traffic causes significant delays during rush hour. The evidence suggests that the suspect was elsewhere at the time. Luggage occupies most of the storage compartment. The weather seems unusually warm for this time of the year. Knowledge grows through experience and continuous learning. Let's check our answers, of course. Information is, takes up, equipment needs, advice helps people make, research shows, regular exercise improves, traffic causes, evidence suggests, luggage occupies, weather seems, knowledge grows. Okay, all our answers were correct. It's time for us to get our 5-minute break. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Okay. That was a really good break. Sana tumayo kayo sa kinauupuan nyo para better blood circulation. I've been sitting for like 9:30 to 11, 1.5 hours. That's so bad. At least every 30 minutes, kailangan tumatayo-tayo kayo. I've had a student who, in his 50s, hindi pa nga 50s eh, I think in his mid-40s, he has a backbone issue. Di ba kasi our backbone is composed of discs. So, naka-office job siya ever since. And he's working from 9 to 6 p.m. Isipin nyo, that long. Tapos, nakaupo lang in front of the computer for hours. So, nag-develop siya ng back issues. So, kailangan ngayon every 30 minutes tumatayo siya kasi it hurts daw. He's from Korea. He's a Korean, by the way. And yun, nakwento niya sa akin yung issue niya sa backbone niya. And prevention is better than cure, so mas okay na wag umupo masyadong matagal in front of the computer. I'm planning to actually buy an electronic desk. Alam niyo yun, yung umaangat siya. May option na umangat siya at a level na pwede kang nakatayo habang nagtatype or whatever. And I think I need that. Sasakit sa likod. Okay, so anyways, let's continue. Okay. So we're done talking about nouns. We're gonna talk about capitalization rules. This is just a little extra. I know I mentioned that our discussion is going to be about nouns, types of nouns, and we're going to talk about verbs, verbals, and gerunds, transitives, okay? Okay. So these are 10 capitalization rules that should be highly considered. Why? Because if you make capitalization rules, it also falls under grammatical rules, grammatical mistakes. Okay, so a lot of point deductions in writing. Not only in writing, pero sa pag-encode nyo ng answers, both in listening and reading. Diba? Spelling is important. Although, parang sa listening yata, pwedeng ang capitalization. Pwedeng all caps, pero I don't advise that. So anyways, first word of a sentence, you know that. The pronoun I, especially, pronoun I is used as a subject. Proper nouns, specific names of countries, continents, cities, people, brands, okay? Countries, nationalities, and languages. Yung letter F sa Filipino, it should be capitalized. Days, months, and holidays. Titles with names. President Marcos. Yung letter P sa president, naka-capitalize siya. Okay? Doctor. Attorney. Geographical features, if it's part of a name. We're talking about, let's say, Atlantic Ocean. The word ocean is a common noun, but if it's associated with the proper noun Atlantic, it should be capitalized. Nationalities, religions, and ethnic groups. Muslim, Buddhism, Roman Catholic, Singaporean, Chinese. Capitalize yan. Historical events and periods. EDSA Revolution, People Power. Titles of books, movies, and articles. Yes. Now, medyo may mga kailangan tayong pag-usapan about titles of books, movies, and articles. Hindi lahat yun nakakapitalize. We will discuss it later, isa-isa. Okay? So, let's move on. Unahin natin yung first word of a sentence. Automatically, capitalize yan. Bakit ko ba kayo binibigyan ng ganitong reminders? Kasi, minsan may mga nagsasubmit sa akin ng writing, wala kayong pakialam sa capitalization talaga, no? Sa isip-isip ko, magsasubmit na nga lang, di pa inayos eh. Hindi naman, hindi naman. I understand, minsan kasi nagmamadali din. Pero if magsasubmit kayo, lalo na kay Sir Kevin, ayusin nyo naman, guys. Yung capitalization, especially yung first word ng first sentence. First word in a sentence should be capitalized, whether it's common, proper, noun, should be capitalized. The pronoun I, yan. Nasanay na kasi kayo masyadong mag-chat. Diba? That's why I don't really like chatting. I'm the person who would only reply in important messages. I'd rather talk to the person via call. I don't know, it's more convenient for me. Kasi pag nasa call, I can multitask. I can walk or nasa treadmill ako nagwo-walk habang may kausap. Or I'm typing. I'm encoding something or doing paperwork while on a call. I know I'm not gonna be giving my entire attention when I'm doing that, but I'm getting things done. Even nakikipagchikahan, right? But that's not the point here. The point here is wag masyadong masanay sa mga text nyo or chats nyo na naka-lowercase letter I ha at saka yung mga spelling ng mga words na ginagamit nyo din. Importante din yun. Natatawa ko. I think last year, there was a student. Okay naman na siya ngayon. Nasa ibang bansa na siya. Pero, nag-start talaga siya ng sobrang babang level. Siguro, nag-start siya sa band 3. Ganyan. And, you know guys, some of you add me on social media, which I accept naman. So, naging friends kami sa social media. And then he would post stories of him getting a band 6-7. 6-7. Yung mga may anak, alam niyo yan. Sa mga mock test niya, nakakuha siya ng 6-7. And I was like, hindi ko naman siya ginudge. Pero based on how I gauged his level, na band 3-4 lang siya, tapos nagpo-post siya ng band 6-7 sa mga mock test niya, I was skeptical about it. I was like, totoo kaya to or pang flex niya lang? Kasi diba, as your coach, I know naman the trajectory of your band score. So, nung nag-take siya ng exam, friend ko kasi yung invigilator, test invigilator, yung mga nagbabantay sa IELTS test. Friend ko siya, so chinika niya sa akin. Alam mo, ma'am, yung student mo, grabe, sobrang daming. Kasi daw, habang naglalakad-lakad siya sa aisle, sinisilip-silip niya daw yung mga sagot. Ang daming spelling errors. Pati capitalization, mali-mali siya. Sabi ko, no wonder why he got a really bad score. So, na-realize ko, yung fina-flex niya na mga score niya, ano lang yun, nire-repeat niya lang yung exam hanggang sa nakukuha niya yung mga tamang sagot sa kakatingin sa answer sheet. Uy, huwag niyong gawin yun ah. So, pina-flex niya nga na 6-7 nakukuha niya, although hindi naman pala totoo kasi nag-reflect yung totoo niyang score sa mismong exam. At ang daming ang capitalization spelling errors. So, akala niyo basta-basta lang yung capitalization tsaka spelling. Hindi. It plays an important role. It plays an important role in your writing output, okay? Okay, proper nouns, definitely name, Maria, London, Asia, Google, IELTS, United Nations. Pag abbreviation, caps lock, okay? Like IELTS, International English Language Testing System. Sa mga ngayon lang nalaman yung meaning ng IELTS, ha? Talaga naman. Just kidding. Yan. I live in the Philippines. So, syempre, Philippines, capital P. Ayan, Japan, Filipino, English, Spanish, countries, nationalities, and languages. And then, yan. I'll just give you guys a copy of this. Ito na-discuss ko naman kanina. Ayan. P for President Marcos, Dr. Smith. Usually, the last name applies, right? The not when general. So, the president gave a speech. In this case, common noun na si president. So, kahit tinutukoy mo si President Marcos, kung wala naman nakadikit na name, naka-lowercase si letter P. Okay? Small letter. Lowercase, small letter. Uppercase is capital letter. Okay? Next, we have geographical features. Yan. Pacific Ocean. Mount Everest. But if you're pertaining to just the ocean or a mountain without the name of it, then it's just spelled with lowercase first letters. Nationalities, Filipino, yan, religions, ethnic groups. I am from the Asian ethnicity. Yan, okay. Historical events and periods, World War II, Industrial Revolution. Now let's talk about titles of books, movies, and articles. Kala ko ba sabi mo capitalize dapat? Lahat. Okay. Pag nagsimula si title with an article, yes, you capitalize it, like the word the. Pero bakit dito yung the tsaka yung of, naka-lowercase yung first letter? Because when it comes to prepositions and articles, prepositions on, at, in, articles, and the, at nasa gitna siya ng titles, lowercase lang yan dapat. Pag lang nasa start siya ng title, dun mo lang siya ika-capitalize. Ang mga ika-capitalize mo lang talaga ay yung main words like Lord, tsaka rings. Pero pagdating sa prepositions and articles, naka-lowercase lang siya. Okay? Yan. Sana malinaw. And when you're writing, sa mga general training students dito, when you're writing a letter, the capitalization in the salutation is really important. Yung dear sa letter, yung D sa letter D, yung letter D sa word na dear, sir, tsaka madam, SM, yan. Tsaka sincerely, hindi na kailangan yung Y sa yours, okay? Yung first lang, sincerely, tsaka respectfully, yan. Okay? Clear? Any questions about capitalizations before we talk about verbals? Na para bang may hinahabol ako. 11:29 na kasi. We're ending at around 12 kapag natapos na tayo sa verbals. Any questions about capitalization? Or na-explain ko ba lahat? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on to verbals. Okay, what are verbals? When we say verbals, these are words that appear to be verbs, but they are not functioning as a verb. Okay? So we will cover two topics, gerunds and infinitives. What the heck are gerunds and infinitives? Parang na-overwhelm na naman tayo, no? Kasi parang ngayon mo lang narinig to. But don't worry, it's as easy as it's defined. Again, they appear to be verbs and they look like verbs, but if you take a look at their function, they don't really function as verbs, okay? So, ayan. Tingnan natin yung una, which is gerunds. They are used as nouns. They end in ing When used after a pronoun, the pronoun takes the possessive form. Okay. So gerunds are words that end in ing, but they function as nouns. Okay, so the first example here is, do you enjoy traveling? Ang subject natin dito ay you. At ang verb, our action verb natin ay enjoy. Mukhang traveling yung verb natin, pero hindi. It's actually a gerund because it functions as a noun. Okay? Ngayon, kapag babaguhin natin yung sentence at gagawin natin, I am traveling to Paris next week. In this case, the word traveling is used as a noun. Okay? I mean, verb. Yung second example na binigay ko, I am traveling to Paris next week. Ito, verb siya. Pero dito sa example na to, it's used as a noun. They do not appreciate my singing. I am singing a song entitled The Gift. Yon, verb yon. Pero dito, they do not appreciate my singing. It's a noun. Okay? They is the subject. Do not appreciate is the verb. Singing is a gerund. Okay? They gave rehearsing all of their free time. Rehearsing students were not allowed to stay at their dormitories. So, they gave rehearsing. They is our subject. Gave is our verb. Rehearsing is our gerund. Rehearsing students were not allowed to stay at their dormitories. Rehearsing, this is defining what kind of students. Ito naman, adjective siya. Ginagamit siya as adjective, rehearsing students. What kind of students? The ones who are rehearsing. Okay? So, yan. Now, let's take a look at these sample sentences and let's identify the gerund in each sentence. Okay, magtatawag ako ulit ng names. Medyo nasa bandang dulo na tayo ng ating lecture. Tingnan natin kung sino pa ba yung active, okay? So, Angela, number 1.
Not sure.
Let's give it a try. Reading daily improves vocabulary and comprehension skills.
Reading.
Okay, yes, that's right. It's the noun. Reading daily, reading improves vocabulary and comprehension skills. That's right. Number 2, Melody.
Visiting.
Okay, she enjoys. She is our subject, enjoys is our main verb. And visiting is the noun. It's a noun, okay? Speaking confidently is important in the IELTS. Okay, speaking confidently is important. So it also functions as a noun. It's an activity that you do. You speak confidently, speaking confidently. They are interested in learning new strategies for writing essays. They are interested in learning. Learning is the activity of acquiring knowledge, okay? Practicing regularly helps students achieve higher band scores. Practicing is our gerund, okay? So, ayan. Okay. Do you understand the concept of gerunds? I know it's confusing, but if you practice it and if you try to understand the concept, you'll get it. Okay? Sa mga unang examples ko kasing binigay, medyo madali siyang intindihin. Pero pagdating sa activity, nalito kayo ng konti, no? I know. But always look for the subject and the main verb. And then marirealize nyo, okay, gerund nga siya. Kasi hindi siya ginamit as the action in the sentence. Okay? Infinitives. These are also verbals. But this time, ang form natin ay we use the preposition to plus the base form of the verb. Meaning, wala kang i-add na any suffix or ing or ed. Basta base form lang siya, okay? Example here is, human hair is almost impossible to destroy. This will be expensive to repair. So, an important rule is never separate to from the verb as it will result into a split infinitive, and split infinitives are incorrect, okay? So, let's take a look at this. The marketing team voted to, before they launched the new software, run an anticipatory ad campaign. It doesn't make sense. The marketing team voted, so dapat the marketing team voted to run an anticipatory ad campaign before they launch the new software. Be careful with your structure because it can get confusing and it will confuse the person who's reading it or you're talking to, okay? So, the student wants to improve her writing score in IELTS. Identify natin. Si subject ay student. Ang verb na ginamit ay wants. Ang infinitive natin ay to improve. Okay? It is important to practice speaking every day. So, again, ang infinitive natin ay, okay, wait lang. Ang ating subject ay it. Ang verb natin is. Ano daw yung important? To practice speaking every day, okay? And next we have, they decided. Decided is our verb. Decided to do what? Decided to move to a quieter city. To move, okay? And then we have she, the teacher. Okay, yan yung mga subject natin. She hopes to achieve. The teacher encouraged the class to read more academic articles. Okay? So, I know when you think of it, they still seem like they're functioning as verbs, but actually they are nouns, okay? It's a little bit confusing, but you will get the gist of it, okay? So, now we're going to talk about pronouns. We have 3 POVs or point of views. First person point of view, second person point of view, third person point of view. So, for singular, we have the first person point of view, I, me, mine. First person, you're talking as if you're included, okay? Yun yung first person point of view. Plural, we, us, ours. And second person point of view, you're directly talking to another person. You, yours. And then third person point of view, you're talking about another person. So ganito lang yung concept. First person point of view, you're talking about yourself. You're pertaining to yourself. Second person point of view, you're talking to another person directly. And then third person point of view, you're talking about other people, not including you, not including the person you're talking to, other people. That's why it's called third person point of view, okay? He, she, him, his, her, it's, them, they, theirs, okay? And yung mga important pronouns that you have to be knowledgeable about, okay? So let's talk about the cases of pronouns. So when we talk about nominative case, it means they take the subject form. They are the subject in a sentence. And again, let me remind you, when we say subject, we're talking about the doer of the action. Okay? Siya yung gumagawa ng action. Kasi marami pong pronouns at saka nouns na possible present sa isang sentence. But how can you identify if it's in the nominative case? Of course, you have to know that they are the doer of the action. So here are the pronouns. I, you, we, he, she, it, they. These are pronouns that you can use in the nominative case. For example, I enjoy learning English. She is preparing. She is preparing for the IELTS exam. They live in the city. So, ang ating mga nominative pronouns ay first is I, she, tsaka they. Sila yung pinaka-main doer of the action. Ngayon, let's say, I enjoy learning English and she loves mathematics. She loves studying mathematics. Nominative case din ba? Si she loves studying mathematics? Yung she? Oo, nominative pa rin yun. Kasi she loves studying mathematics. Subject pa rin si she. At meron siyang ginawang action, which is love studying mathematics. Diba? So, nominative case pa rin yun. Hindi siya magiging nominative case kung I enjoy, let's say, Sheena loves pizza. In fact, she'd order pizza once a week. Okay, itong example na to. Sheena loves pizza. We're talking about Sheena. She'd order pizza. She'd, it's a shortcut for she would. She'd order pizza once a week. She clearly isn't that mindful of her health. Nominative case, ang pronoun na she, pero hindi nominative case yung pronoun na her. Kasi, hindi naman siya doer ng action. Okay? Got it? Okay. Objective case. Of course, we know if we have the subject of the sentence, we also have an object, which means the receiver of the action. So, ito ang mga objective case pronouns natin. Me, you, him, her, it, us, them. So, in this sentence, the teacher helped me. The teacher is our subject. Helped is the verb. Ang object natin ngayon ay me. Kasi siya yung naka-receive ng action. Tatanungin niyo, yung verb at saka sino naka-receive ng action. Okay? So, the teacher helped me. Who did the teacher help? Me. So, dun mo ma-identify na me is the subject. Got it? Please give him the book. Gosh, nakakalito to. Okay. Wala kasing nakalagay na subject, pero implied. Ano yung implied natin na subject? You. Diba? May ganyang rule tayo sa grammar. You give him the book. So, iniisip nyo, hala, paano yan, ma'am? Nakakalito naman. So, ang implied, pag sinabing implied, wala siya sa sentence, pero hindi mo siya nakikita, pero nandun siya. Ayan, ganyan tayo eh. Kung sino talaga yung nandyan, yung hindi mo pinapansin. Pero, just kidding. So, you, please give him the book. So, kung ang subject natin ay si you, at ang give natin ay si verb, kanino mo ibibigay yung book? Ang ating objective case pronoun or object pronoun ay him. Siya si object pronoun natin. Because the question is, kanino mo? Who are you going to give the book to? You're going to give the book to him. Siya yung naka-receive ng action. Siya yung tatanggap ng book. Got it? Ba't ka nagagalit, ma'am? Nagugutom na kasi ako, guys. At gusto ko na itong matapos. Patapos na tayo. Okay, isa pa. She is talking to them. She, ang subject natin, is talking, verb. Kanino siya nakikipag-usap? Them. Sa kanila. Anong masama dun? Chikahan lang naman ang very light. I'm just kidding. Okay, so yun yung difference ng nominative and objective case. All right, we're officially done with today's lecture. Another day, another dollar. Another dollar? I'm just kidding. So, ayun. Sana may natutunan kayo sa ating grammar session today. Please do your best to stay consistent with your IELTS journey, in your IELTS journey. I think in our next class, on Wednesday, I might give you a grammar activity, lalo na if, naku, baka mamaya hindi kayo umattend pag sinabi kong ganun, ano? Okay, so let's see. Mag-a-announce kami ng ating schedule for the week, kung sino yung magiging mga coaches. I'm sure ako sa Wednesday. Pwede kayong magpa-coach sa akin after lecture. Siguro mga up to 2 to 3 slots. Kasi I have to be home at around 3:30. So, the latest I can be at the branch is 1:30, ganyan. So, every after lecture, I open slots for coaching sa mga hindi makakapunta ng Thursday. Pero kung makakapunta naman kayo ng Thursday, magpunta na lang kayo ng maaga on Thursday para makapagpalista kayo. And, of course, para makapag-mock test din kayo sa ating testing center. And if you don't have any questions, I'll call it a day. I hope you enjoyed today's session and I hope you learned something from it. Handout. Yeah, I will be attaching it sa ating replay once na-convert ko na tong video and upload ko na sa YouTube channel ko. I will also attach the link for a handout. So, don't worry about that, Miles. You'll get it within the day. Hindi ko lang ma-promise anong oras kasi right now, my priority is to eat lunch. Hindi, joke lang. Nagko-convert pa kasi tong video na to. It takes roughly 30 minutes, I guess. Medyo matagal kasi 2 hours tong lecture na to. So, mahigit. So, the longer the lecture is, the longer it takes to convert. So, just be patient about it. I'll be posting it before the day ends, okay? So, I'm gonna see you guys again on Wednesday. Tomorrow, the branch is open for mock test, so please do go there if you have time. Or else, you can just do it online, at home, in the convenience of your home. If you do have the link. If you don't have the link, pwede ko rin naman siyang i-post sa ating mga group chats. Okay? Have a great day ahead, and bon appetit, because you're gonna eat lunch, and I know that. Bye!